All right, time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5's David Lazarus.
Joins us live in studio. First up, interest rate changes to fight inflation. That's probably affecting home buyers.
Oh, it's going to affect borrowers straight across the board, as well as the broader economy. Christopher Waller, who is a governor of the Federal Reserve, said in a speech in Germany earlier today that he expects interest rate increases to continue at least through the end of the year. Moreover, he specifically cited half-point rate increases. Okay, two things are happening here. First of all, you've got the Federal Reserve signaling that it still has quite some work to do to get inflation under control. That's a signal to the market that it's trying to stay on top of things. Also, by specifically citing the half-point increases, that's a signal to Wall Street that they shouldn't be freaking out about the possibility of a more aggressive three-quarter-point rate hike coming in June or beyond. That it looks like, for right now anyway, the Fed is staying the course on these half-point increases to see if that will be sufficient to cool the economy and bring down consumer prices. I think you stir all that together and you've got the Fed trying to eliminate as much uncertainty as it can when it comes to rate hikes and inflation. And I would predict that when the market reopens tomorrow, we will see it going up again, thanks to these moves to try and ease some of the volatility that we saw last week.
All right, robot automation. We're going to see more of it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this coming for a while now, but the reality is that things are changing because of the labor shortage out there. There are millions of unfilled jobs, and the robots are there waiting to take them. We know this because investment in robots increased 40% in the first quarter of this year and was up by more than 20% for all of last year, as businesses, large and small, increasingly look to automation as the way to deal with their labor shortage and as a way to cut costs overall, because those darn pesky humans are just more expensive over the long haul than robots. But what we know from past industrial revolutions is that once jobs go away, they seldom come back. And so that's going to be a real issue. Even as we work through the current labor shortage, and we will, right now, many of those jobs are going to or heading toward robots, and those robots will keep them because they know that you will not be back.
You tweeted this story in a tease with Dr. Smith,
right?
And the robot from Lost in Space.
Right? Thank
Are
you
you
very
kidding
much.
me?
That's right. And if you look closely, you can see the robot is reaching for Dr. Smith's broom, taking his job. It's the value added that I'm bringing to social media. Thank you very much.
Good promo. I'm sure a bunch of people are watching because of that. Let's talk about streaming wars with Netflix and investors.
Yeah, and the thing about this is, the industry and Wall Street are trying to get their hands around, is the business model in the streaming world sustainable, or is change coming? The catalyst for this conversation, Netflix losing 200,000 subscribers in the first quarter and warning that it could lose another 2 million in the current quarter. At the same time, Netflix and the other big streaming behemoths are investing billions of dollars into new content. So here's the question. Can you maintain this as a business model, or does something have to give? Here's an example of this. Disney says it will spend $33 billion on content this year, but over the last 3 months, it lost nearly $900 million. And that's for Disney Plus and its other streaming services. So where is the sweet spot now? Are they investing too much for too little gain at the back end? That remains to be seen. Clearly, though, the streaming industry is going to have to get a message to investors as to whether they should stay the course or whether they should expect change, because right now it's looking like this is an industry just poised for some upheaval.
I think a lot of people sign up initially, and then they see it runs out, the subscription, and they got to re-sign up again. They probably go, and do it later. They move on to something else.
I think the fact also that there's no contract, so you can watch everything on Netflix and then go watch everything on Paramount Plus, and you cycle through like that, and that's not good for these companies either.
Yeah.
I have way too many of them. And the queue of things to watch is like...
You should be careful. Most analysts say maybe 3, 4 is a good number. The 10 or 12 that you're carrying, not so much.
Yeah. Then you got,
David,
on top of that,
you
you got cable TV or whatever other service you got coming in. It's crazy.